Come in.
Hi.
Hey.
Nice to see you again.
Good to see you.
2020Scoliere, y'all Georgia Insurance Agency.
Come on in. Have a
Let's
seat.
go have a seat.
Yes.
Oh.
Great event the other night, wasn't it?
Yes. Well, I know we were speaking a little bit about your oldest son and how he's in Florida State University. How's that going?
Well, believe it or not, he's a senior, and
Wow.
we'll see what the future holds for that young man.
What is he majoring in?
He's majoring in business.
Wow, I actually graduated from the risk management program at Florida State.
Wow, congratulations.
So,
Go Noles.
Go Noles. You'll definitely have a lot of success graduating from that institution.
There you go.
So actually, graduating from there has brought me all the way to you. So here we are.
Here we are.
So just to give you a little brief overview of what we're going to talk about today, first of all, is it okay if 15 minutes, does that still work for you?
Oh, still works, yep.
And is there anybody else that needs to be in this room? Maybe your wife or a colleague?
No, everything's good here.
Just a brief overview of what we're going to talk about today. I know a little bit of your background. You mentioned it at the Chamber of Commerce event. We're going to go ahead. I just want to ask you a couple questions just to get more in depth of what coverages you're possibly looking at for
I'm
your
an open book.
side.
Open book.
Perfect. And your business lines. Do you have any questions before we get started?
No, I think we're good. Let's
Let's
delve right in.
And dive right in. So for your house, I know you just bought it. It's in Thomasville, Georgia. It's gorgeous. And you just made all these renovations. Can you tell me a little bit about those renovations?
Well, basically, I wouldn't say gutted the house, but certainly updated all the electrical, the plumbing, the heating and AC, new roof, interior, exterior work was done. So just a major overhaul and upgrade to the house itself, and certainly then, built a new barn, have livestock now, and so we're going to continue to update the property to make it more friendly for our family, and
Right.
as we grow and add things, we're going to continue to do that.
And then before we move on to livestock, because I'm going to ask you a couple questions about your livestock, does your current policy reflect the updates that you've made in your home?
No.
Okay. And then speaking of your livestock, I know you have some cattle and some horses. Are you looking to commercialize those, or are we just looking, to have them as pets in your yard?
I think on the cattle side, with the 75 acres that we have, I think we'll probably look to that in the future. Certainly nothing on the horse breeding side, but probably some cattle down the road.
Perfect. And then, so nothing on your horses, and I know you have a couple of ranch hands. For them, do they live on your property 24/7?
No.
No, not at all.
Nope.
And then is that the same for your housekeeper that doubles as your cook?
Does not live on the property.
Okay, no, doesn't live on the property. Perfect. And then I know you mentioned your barn. Have you had that scheduled yet?
I mentioned the upgrades to my current agent. I've certainly mentioned the barn. I mentioned the livestock. I have not seen what the new policy looks like,
Right.
so I don't know if any of those additional exposures will be on there.
Okay, so you have mentioned all of these updates to your current agent?
Yep.
Okay. How is your relationship with your current agent?
Well, a family friend. Got a great long-standing relationship, but now I'm in Thomasville. He's in Noonan. Certainly, we're still in the state of Georgia, but I just, as we talked at the chamber meeting, just want to maybe have somebody a little closer to home,
Right.
have somebody that could grow with me and expand with me, and so. I want to explore some opportunities.
Right, and I do understand that. I have personal relationships with my clients currently, so I am very excited to be speaking with you today.
Good.
And then, so I think that's all I have to ask for your home side of things. Do you have any more questions for me?
No,
Or any
the home
policies
side,
you
I
got?
think you've covered it all.
Okay, so let's just jump right into your businesses.
All right.
So I know you recently just moved to Thomasville. When did you move to Thomasville again?
About 2 years ago.
About 2 years. So for your businesses in Thomasville, you just have your quick oil changes and your car washes currently, correct?
Yep.
Okay. And I know you're looking to expand on those. What are your expansion goals like within this year?
As far as the number or as far as the types of
The
businesses?
types of businesses.
Well, certainly want to expand the loop places, more car washes, maybe add some other locations that do more of the mechanical, automotive type work, which would make sense. Um, and that those kinds of things, expanding outside of Georgia, in Florida, and maybe other states as this business model continues to catch on.
And then I know we were talking about, speaking of your expanding your lube stations and your car washes, that you were looking to expand them as a combined unit. And were you looking to stick with just the combined unit, or were you looking to also expand into separate entities where you'd have a car wash separated from your lube station?
The latter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. So separate. Okay. And then just to keep with the same expansion goals, you currently have 10 employees and 7 employees for each of your lube and your car wash stations.
Right.
Are you looking to keep with those same numbers approximately at just the different locations, or are you looking to cut back maybe on expenses?
No, we'll probably add.
Probably add employees?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna add to the 10 and the 7.
Yeah, Bo's businesses really lend to customer service, and I think having enough people to be responsive when somebody pulls in and needs services makes sense to me.
Yes. Makes perfect sense. Okay. And with your expansion, I know it comes with a lot of advertising, and I know you already have a billboard off of I-75.
You saw it.
I saw it. I was there. I drove past it. I was like, oh, there it is. Are you looking to expand on advertisement like that, like billboards on the roads or anything for your new businesses in the future?
Not billboard wise. We'll probably do some more radio, maybe a television commercial here and there. But most of our business, because of the locations that we're in and the towns that we're in, is really word of mouth.
Right.
That good old customer service brings them back.
Perfect. Okay. So I think that's all the questions I have for your lube stations and the car wash expansion goals and all of those needs that you have right now.
Okay.
Is there any more questions you have for me just on those entities?
Well, just, as we talked, and during today's meeting, talked about my current broker and an old friend and this and that, just as I look to maybe make a change, why would I do business with you and your firm?
Okay. So is it my experience level that you're looking at, that you have like a question of why you would do?
You look kind of young,
I
being
understand
honest,
that,
and
yes.
congratulations.
Thank you. I've only been in the business for 2 years.
Okay.
But graduating from Florida State and also working for All Georgia Insurance Agency, they put a lot of time and value in training me. And I also have clients already that I've taken on that have similar needs like yours. So I feel completely that you should trust me in this process.
Okay.
And that I have enough experience to go ahead and take on your needs.
Would there be an opportunity for clients similar to mine, maybe to get a recommendation letter or get something like that?
Yes, I can totally
tell
get
me
that
about
for
the
you.
relationship they've had with your firm.
There's no problem with that. I can totally get that for you.
Okay.
And then, did that clarify all of your concerns with?
Well, just on that, and then
my
the other
experience
thing.
level, so you understand, I am young.
I understand. We've all been there, right?
Right.
The other thing, and I didn't explain this at the chamber meeting, but as I've grown this business, I've had the unfortunate experience of having a claim that wasn't covered.
Okay.
And I had to pay it out of pocket. So I guess how do you all handle claims, and what's the response of your firm as far as making sure that I'm not having anything uncovered?
Okay, so when we first talk about a claim that's not covered, we will go through step by step of our policies and what you will be looking for, so you're not blindsided by anything that wouldn't be covered. we want to make sure that you're completely aware of what our policies entail and what you will be covered for, because I know that feeling when you find out that you're not covered. and
Yeah,
you're
it's not a good
the bill.
feeling.
It's not a good bill. It's not a good bill. It's not a good feeling at all. So our All Georgia Insurance Agency, we work really hard to communicate that with our clients and make sure that you know prior to anything that's going on.
So what is your first response when I would call you with a loss? How do you all react to that?
Okay, so when you first call us with a loss, we'll go ahead and send out a claims representative to personally see the loss and go ahead and look over. We want to make sure that they take all the precautions necessary to make sure that there's not further damage that wouldn't be covered in our policies, and then go ahead and report back to us, and we'll start the process of getting that taken care of for you.
Okay, all right, that's good.
Okay. And then just a couple more questions before we start wrapping things up. We didn't talk about your diesel company that started it all for you in Noonan, Georgia. So how many employees are you looking at there currently?
Well, that business continues to chug along, and I have a partner there that's really the day-to-day person, and so I'd have to probably get that information to see, what we're looking at as far as employee count and those types of details.
Okay, but it's just that single business in Noonan currently.
Yep.
Okay. And we're not looking to expand on any diesel businesses currently.
You never know.
You never know,
right?
Possibilities.
Possibilities.
Okay. So just to wrap it up, is there any last questions you have for your business lines?
No, I think you really honed in on several of those, so I appreciate that.
So just in summary of what we've talked about today, we've talked about that you're going to possibly commercialize your cattle, so we're looking at policies for that. You also need to update your policies for your home since you have made all these great updates. It's a beautiful, gorgeous house. We've also talked about that you don't have anybody living that's working for you in your household, so we don't really need to worry about that currently unless if that changes. For your business side of things, you're expanding your lube companies and your car washes, and you're going to add more people onto the workforce. So we're looking at workers' compensation, liability policies, things like that. And then we also talked about that your business in Noonan, it's just sitting there right now, but we'll go ahead and cover that and get you a policy for this one and for that one. And that your advertising currently is just going to be radio, so we don't have to worry about like ensuring more billboards or anything that's huge off the side of a highway, in case of a natural disaster. I know living in Florida and Georgia, there tends to be really inclement weather at times. Is that sound good to you?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so do you want to go ahead and put something on the schedule to meet again?
I'd love to.
Does February 18th work for you?
That's a Tuesday?
Yes.
Yeah, it'd have to be in the afternoon.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and give you my business card. If you have any questions, go ahead and call me.
Okay.
Do you have one for me?
I do.
And I will go ahead and take that just in case. And is there anybody that needs to be in there? Thank you. Is there anybody that needs to be in the meeting for next time?
No, all the partners that I have are minority shareholders, and so these decisions really rest with me.
Okay.
Certainly talk to my wife about some of them, but at the end of the day, I'll sign the documents.
Okay. So I am looking forward to meeting with you again next week.
Perfect.
Is there any last questions before we end this?
No, I think you answered them all.
Okay, perfect. Well, I will see you next week. Good talking to you.
Okay. Good
Have
luck.
a good one. Thank you.